Attention viewers, Nerd needs you to subscribe to his channel to help him reach 2,000 subscribers by the end of the year. You will obey or you will be exterminated.
Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Nerd here once again, and in today's video I am going to be discussing some little bit of bad news regarding the future of Doctor Who. Now, again, this isn't set in stone, but just the way things are being worded from this festival, this TV festival, where the BBC have taken part of, and they've discussed about returning in new television shows, and yes, Doctor Who was brought up in a slight little mention I'll get onto in a second, but it looks like the future of Doctor Who actually hasn't been decided yet. We do know it has a future, but the BBC currently don't have any plans. So yeah, let's go and have a look at what this concern is. So this is an article from Cultbox where they are discussing about, the recent news from the Edinburgh TV Festival, and those attending were doing tweets about obviously what the BBC and various broadcasters were saying about, what they're talking about. And this tweet does say, teasing news about the future of Doctor Who, Piers Wenger, director for drama at the BBC, said, as with any change of Doctor and showrunner, will be radical. Change is ahead. So we do know that, there is definitely a future for Doctor Who, 100%. That is definitely confirmed. That they haven't actually announced anything special, really, for Doctor Who. They haven't announced any Series 13 news. They haven't shown off any Series 13 footage. They haven't talked about the future of Doctor Who that would have made sense, especially at a TV festival, to kind of sell their product. And radical changes does suggest that there is going to be some big changes for the show. More so than ever before. That kind of did make sense, because there's been rumours that Series 14 will be like a reboot, sort of. Like a fresh slate, similar to Series 1 with Eccleston. We've been talking about that for a while now, but the article does say here the radical changes could be anything. The choice of actor to portray the Doctor, production company, location of production, production process, length and format of the episodes, and the means by which it will be transmitted and views. The changes could even include a feature film. Now, this is just purely speculation, but yeah, this is quite literally what the BBC could have in mind. But let's discuss why this could potentially be quite troublesome for the future of Doctor Who. Now, one thing I would like to point out that with past changes for Doctor Who, especially when it comes to showrunners, their replacement is almost announced straight away from the news of their predecessor's departure. Like Russell T Davies, I think Stephen Moffat was announced to be a successor round about, maybe a couple weeks tops after. And then obviously with Stephen Moffat leaving and then Chris Chibnall taking over, it was pretty much the same day, if I remember correctly. And it does make me feel a little bit worried with this change, because it's nearly been a month now. I think it probably has been a month since it was announced that Jodie and Chris were leaving. And people may be like, yeah, well, they're probably too busy with the specials. Well, so was Russell. And Stephen Moffat was busy with the Christmas special. And yeah, honestly, I'm kind of thinking that the BBC don't have plans for the new showrunner, at least not yet, is because they don't know what to do with the show. And I'm kind of worried in that sense that, yeah, it's not going to be cancelled. I don't think that will be the case. They definitely do have at least 1 or 2 seasons in the pipeline. But it just makes me kind of annoyed a little bit, and it makes me just kind of want to scream as a fan, because Doctor Who kind of has been mistreated over the years, like very poor marketing. Series 13, this latest series, has kind of had a step up with hashtag Find the Doctor, but we've had no production updates over the last year or so. People may be quick to blame the pandemic or something like that, but other shows and other entertainment franchises have had similar production updates, and yeah, it kind of makes me think that Doctor Who's kind of being treated unfairly in some aspects, and I wish that the BBC kind of gave it a little bit more love and care. And I am aware that it gets a lot of merchandise now that I am happy about, but the TV show itself, the core element of that franchise, needs to receive some love and care. Like, I remember back in the day, there used to be a lot of spin-offs. Like, well, we had Torchwood, we had the Sarah Jane Adventures, and Doctor Who running consecutively. We had animated seasons. We had we had loads of action figures and tie-ins and video games and whatever, and we are starting to see that now. But we need the core element of the franchise. The television show needs to get the same level of marketing as it did back then, even maybe even more so. And I don't know, it just kind of worries me a little bit that there's been no replacement announced. And I know a lot of people are kind of trying to defend this decision and trying to explain it and stuff like that, and that is fair enough. That is your belief, but I don't know. I'm kind of uncomfortable with the fact that we haven't had any news about the future. And I know 2023 is a while off now. That's when this new Doctor is meant to be having their first full season. But think about it: if the BBC have not got a replacement, if they haven't got a replacement for a showrunner, someone that's able to write up scripts, get a writing team together, and don't forget, that takes some time. That doesn't just happen overnight. And then starts the casting process, and then the filming. That, let's not forget, with the current situation, restrictions are still in place in some countries and stuff like that if you want to film abroad. There are still some restrictions in the UK. Yeah, it's going to take longer, so realistically, there should have been someone hired now to at least start with the casting, and then obviously with the scripts and stuff like that. It is like the longer we go without an announcement, the less likely it looks like we're going to get a series in 2023, or at least a full series. We might get a one-off special if we're lucky. I don't know. Again, I'm not going off insiders or anything like that, but yeah, this isn't looking good for the show, and I am concerned about the future. Like, I've rambled on a bit here today, but I was kind of expecting something today. Like, I really was. But, I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see what happens over the next few months, especially heading towards Series 13. That's another thing as well I want to quickly mention. People have suggested that the reason why we haven't had an announcement of either the showrunner or the next Doctor is because of Series 13. Let's not forget, with Series 10, Capaldi's last season, we knew that Chris Chibnall was taking over, so they could have at least announced who the new showrunner is. We knew who Chris Chibnall was. We knew that he was taking over a year before Series 10 aired. And, yeah, we could have maybe had the new Doctor announced at the end of the series, or, in the early parts of next year, but we at least need to know who's writing the future of the show. But anyway, I'm going to leave this video here. A little bit of a rant, but yeah, if you are new around here, be sure to subscribe for more nerdy content as we are on the road to 2,000 subscribers. And yeah, leave a comment as well of what you thought of this video, and what do you think about the future of Doctor Who. Are you worried? Are you expressing any concerns? Are you not worried? Just, I like to have a friendly debate. So yeah, let's start that in the comments, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye for now.